Alright guys, today I'm going to walk you through a couple of things that you can do with your Gmail account. Now the first thing we have to do is get the Gmail account, and there's multiple different ways that you can do that, but the easiest one that I do is I just come up here to your URL bar and I type in gmail.com. And that should take you directly to the Gmail. If you're logged in, it'll go directly to your mail. If you're not, it'll take you somewhere that you can log in, and then you'll go to your mail. Now the first thing that I want to walk you through is how to create a signature on your emails. Now currently, if I were to compose an email, it comes up as blank. Nothing is in there at all, and I could just start typing everything that I want, and I would have to end it on my own. So if you'll notice, this is blank. So if I want to send an email, I would say, "Dear so-and-so, how are you? How was your week?" Or how was your weekend? And then I would have to type a signature. Sincerely, my name. And if it was a professional email, I would have to go into detail of who I am and what I was. I want to work on creating a signature so I don't have to do that. So to do that, you need to come up here to the top, and on the right hand side there's a little gear that represents settings. So when I click on that, I have a whole bunch of options. I'm going to click on the line that says settings, and that's going to take me to this page right here. Now first, you need to make sure that you're underneath your General tab. If you're not underneath General tab, you're not going to be able to find what you're looking for. Then I'm going to scroll down until I see the information that says signature. Currently, I have no signature. So I need to click on this box right here that says I need a signature, and I'm going to type what I want it to say. Now I want it to be somewhat professional, so if I have to send a coworker an email, my boss an email, or a parent an email, they'll know exactly who they're talking to. So I'll type my name, and I want it to say that I'm a math teacher at Hayes High School. And this can say whatever you want it to. If you want it to say more specifically soccer coach, you can. Or if you want it to say, you want it to be a little more formal, maybe you're emailing your students, so you can put Mr. or Mrs. in front of it. And what's also really important is you can make this unique, so I can make some changes. I can say, instead of sans serif, I want it to be very easy to see, so I'm going to make it wide, and maybe I want the Hayes High School to be in maroon to represent our school colors, so I can highlight just that, and I can choose a school color, and I think that's really neat. Now, you can choose this signature before the quoted text for replies, which would make it helpful, but what's really important is after you make it, you need to come down here and you need to click on Save Changes. So once it saves changes, it should take you back to your original screen. Now you can test it by clicking Compose. I want to make an email, and right there I have my signature all ready to go, so now I can just type what I want to say. Dear Mom, how was your weekend? And that takes some of the work out of your day. The next thing I want to talk to you about is how to search in your Google account. If you guys are like me, you have a lot of things in here because you're worried about losing them and you might need it later. So you have this search bar where you can search specific things in your mail, but what's really neat is you can make it more specific. If you look over here at the right, there's a drop down arrow, and that'll give you some search options which will make it much more specific. So let's say, for example, I know that I have an email that's about this class. So instead of worrying about who it's from or who it's to, because maybe I can't remember the professor's name, I can come in here and has the words, and I can put AEP 873. And for me, I know that this has to have an attachment because it had information for me. So I can come down here and click Has Attachment. Now you can make this whatever you want. Let's say you know it was from your coworker. You can type it in and to you, and you can say, maybe I don't know who it's from. Maybe I know that the subject said attention in all caps, or maybe you know that it definitely doesn't have certain information. This can all help you narrow down your search. Now when I search it, it comes up with the exact emails that I'm looking for that I can help move along my day. The next thing that I want to talk to you is very important to all of us, and that is how to create a vacation responder. Let's say that you are on vacation and you don't want anyone to bother you with your emails for a week. So you're going to come back up here to your settings, the little gear, and you're going to click on settings just like we did for your signature. But this time, we're still going to be in general. This time, instead of scrolling down to your signature, we're going to scroll down to where it says Vacation Responder. Now, the Vacation Responder has a lot of options. Signature, Vacation Responder down here at the bottom. Now, currently, my Vacation Responder is set to off. But if I'm going on vacation, I'm going to turn it on, and then I need to choose the days that I go on vacation and come back from vacation. So let's say I'm leaving on vacation today, and I'm not coming back until Friday. Now, Friday is going to be the 22nd. So I'm going to say first day is February 18th. The last day is going to be February 22nd. Now, you can use this feature that comes up, or you can type in exact days. They're automatically filling in 25th because they're assuming that it's going to be 7 days, and you can go with that, or you can choose your own day. Now, the subject is going to be, toes in the sand. That's going to let everyone know that you are not available. Now, your message is just going to be plain and simple, whatever you want to say. I am currently out of the office on vacation. I will return on February 22nd. Now, you can also put information in there that says if this is an emergency, you can contact so-and-so. The message can be whatever you said or whatever you choose. Now, notice down here there's options. You can say only send a response to people in my contacts instead of sending out an email in general, or only send a response to people in FHSU. So there are multiple options that you can choose, but whatever you choose, you need to make sure that you click on Save Changes, and then it will take care of it for a week. Now, when your vacation ends, it will turn itself off. Now, if you don't choose a last day, that means you're going to have to come in here and actually choose your vacation responder off so that it doesn't keep sending responses. Now, the final thing that I want to teach you guys is actually really, really cool to me because I am a big supporter of being unique and being independent. This is how to change the theme of your Gmail. Your Gmail doesn't have to look like this because that's what everyone's Gmail looks like. It can be your own expression of who you are. So again, just like always, we've been going up to this settings gear up top, and we're going to click on settings. Now, notice up here there's a bunch of different tabs. We have generals, labels, inbox accounts, so on and so forth. But right below general, we have this tab that says themes. And I'm going to click on that. And there's a little hyperlink that says set theme. And when you click on that, it has all of these options that you can choose for your theme. So we can do basic themes here. This is currently the default. So what if I want to click dark? Now, as you can see, that changes everything on my Gmail to be dark except for the important things that you need, which might be easy for nighttime mode so it's not so difficult on your eyes. Or you could come up here and say, well, I would like a blue theme. So if I choose that, it does the same thing, but instead of white, it's blue. Now this is really helpful for some people who white just hurts their eyes. They can't look at the screen all day. But what I think is cool is it's not just basic themes. You can choose all sorts of different themes. We have cherry blossom. I personally like a dark theme with lights. I think that colors like that are very exciting, and that changes the entire theme of your Gmail. And I think that helps both teachers and students to feel unique and to feel as individuals, and I think that's very helpful.